set to go as they will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down and 3.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Locke. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Prescott on first down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott yet again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. A first down carry by Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Levi Owen with
able to record his 5th sack of the season. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Nagar's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Lock going to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Block now to throw. Flushed out right. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Cowboys 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And again, it's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1st down, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Levi Onwuzurike
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To try again after the sack, Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Prescott now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Julian Okwara.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, So this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Locke. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Locke again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. To throw it is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The ball comes out. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Detroit.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Locke. That'll be caught by Cup. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, whether you're catching it with your hands or Comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay.
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Locke. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Out of his end zone, Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play here for Dallas. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on stand.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by S52 And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Steps away to his left. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Prescott's throw there caught by Fehoko.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Prescott being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The 39-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Locke going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Locke. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here's Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by S52 Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here.
Locke going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They give to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more.
And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Detroit, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.